Cedar Falls. My name is Amanda Huseman, and I welcome you to Currents Up Close. I'm the communications specialist for the city, and our show helps welcome residents to learn more about exciting news, updates, and events in our city. As we continue to work through the COVID-19 pandemic, certain services have changed to better protect residents. However, we are still finding new and innovative ways to connect with our community, including from the Cedar Falls Public Library. Here to talk about current library services and how you can still enjoy great programming is Cedar Falls Public Library Director Kelly Stern and Youth Senior Librarian Rebecca Hosford, correct? Yes. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
First, can you tell us more about what services are currently available at the library?
Currently, the library building itself is closed because Black Hawk County is in the high risk or red category for COVID. So while we're in the red zone, we're doing curbside service instead. So what that means is that patrons can either go online and place holds for library materials, or they can call us and we'll place holds over the phone. And when their materials are ready, they will get a notification that they're ready. They can just drive to the library and pick them up. Our staff member will run them out. Yeah. We're also doing phone assistance for information needs and reference service. We can help patrons with selecting materials. If they don't like to browse the catalog, we can make recommendations. We also have a number of digital resources, including databases. We have downloadable ebooks, music, downloadable video, audiobooks, and we also have a new reference chat service so that if a patron wants to chat with a reference librarian to answer a question, they can use that chat service when there's a reference librarian at the desk.
Great, so there is a lot of opportunities, even with the library being closed to the public, for the public to still enjoy the services provided.
Absolutely, it's just the building that's closed. We're still there working.
Great. So can you tell us a little bit more about curbside service and how people can secure an appointment through that?
Sure. We've tried to streamline the process a little more. Over the months, we've learned what works well and what doesn't. So now you don't even need an appointment to come and pick up curbside. All you have to do, as I mentioned, is place your holds. When you get your notification, come to the library during curbside hours, call the desk, and our phone number is 273-8643. We also have it in the window so that if people don't remember it or have it in their phone, they can just look at the windows and see the number. Call and let us know that you're there. We'll ask you for your library card number to verify that we're giving the materials to the right person. And a staff member checks them out and runs them out to the car. We ask that patrons open their trunks before we get out there and to hold up their photo IDs to their closed windows just so we can verify identities. Sometimes there are some cars in line and we just want to make sure we get the right stuff to the right car.
Yep, that sounds like a very easy system to use. We certainly appreciate all the work done by staff to make sure that that's available for people. Mm-hmm. Another thing is that obviously with COVID, it's led to a lot of remote and online work for the community. Can the public still access the public Wi-Fi if needed?
Absolutely. In fact, our technology librarian, Erin Gitchell-Thompson, has moved our hotspots to extend the signal farther into the parking lot.
Great. I know a lot of people are definitely relying on that Wi-Fi to do work, education.
Yes.
So that's great that it's available if you don't have access at home.
Oh, yes.
Now, how has the staff been working to prevent the spread of the virus during this time? Obviously, going to curbside service helps.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
Staff are all masking anytime we are around each other. Anytime we're not in a closed office alone, we are masked around each other. We distance. We quarantine materials, so we don't have an easy way to disinfect materials when they're returned without damaging them. So we quarantine them for a while, and that is what makes the hold process a little longer right now. Mm-hmm. But we want to do that for the safety of our patrons. We also are gloving up when we handle materials, and we frequently disinfect commonly touched surfaces. When we reopen to the public again for browsing, the same will be true. Patrons will be required to wear masks. Anyone 3 years old and older, that's our library policy. And for anyone who can't or shouldn't wear a mask, we will still offer curbside service.
Great. So a lot of options for people given their comfort levels. We've also heard, during this time, we've heard a lot about things going remote or virtual. Is the library offering remote or virtual programming?
Absolutely. We've been using Facebook Live for story times, and Rebecca will talk about that a little bit. And we are also using Zoom for some of our programs. We currently have a programming survey available through our website and our Facebook page. So we really want to know what the public would like to see for virtual programs. So if you have a minute, take our survey. We would love to hear what you'd like.
Okay, and Rebecca, can you talk about the library offering specifically for adults, teens, or kids?
I'll start with kids because that's the one I'm most familiar with. So we do have virtual story time. We have it on Facebook. Baby story time is at 10:30 a.m. on Mondays. Toddler story time is Wednesdays and Fridays at 10:30, and preschool story time is on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 10:30. We do delete the videos right after we do them in accordance kind of with the copyright law, so we don't get in trouble with publishers. So if you do miss any of our story times, like I said, there are repeat events, so if you missed it on Tuesday, you can see it on Saturday. But we also have supplemental material on our website. So you can see we've made little Bitmoji classrooms or story times rooms where you can click on the book and then you can see a video of someone else reading that book who has permission from the publisher to do so. There's also activities that we link to and songs. So you can have a little story time at home. And even after you've enjoyed one of ours, you can continue to have fun at home. We also have a variety of other programs that are going on. For elementary age kids, we have grab-and-go bags. So they're by the Curbside service. And you don't have to register for any of those. You can just go and take a bag out of the box and go home and make your craft. We do also have those for tweens, and occasionally teens also have grab-and-go bags, but usually have to register for those ones. We do have Zoom events as well. We have three book clubs. We have the third and fourth book club, and they meet on Zoom on the fourth Tuesday of each month. And then the fifth and sixth grade book club meet on the fourth Monday of each month. And then there are teen book clubs. We have just the generic teen one, and sometimes we also have one that focuses on manga or anime. You can find more information about that on the teen page of our website. Other popular programs, we are continuing to do the Minecraft program, and we've opened it up to not just teens, but tweens can also join that too. And it's just a fun platform to kind of still interact with other people and build and have fun in that Minecraft world. We do have tween times as well, and I'm getting really excited for the one at the end of this month because it's kind of like Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Mm-hmm. But it's Are You Smarter Than a Librarian? And so the library assistant and I will be tuning in on that Zoom, and we're going to see if the kids in that group are smarter than us, and we're pretty much sure they are. So I feel like I need to study before I attend that, and that's going to be, I think, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And then finally, I can kind of hint at one special thing that's coming up in December. We do have a video that will go live about 2 weeks before Christmas, and it's called Ebenezer Duke, and it is a musician's adaptation of the Christmas Carol, And so he has original songs, and I think it's going to be a blast. So that'll be available for 2 weeks once we get the link posted.
Oh, great. That sounds like there's a lot of just fantastic programming for all ages. We talked about teens, tweens. Do you have any additional programs for adults you would like to talk about?
For adults, we've been doing things like virtual book talks via Zoom. We have book discussion groups, including one that's meeting again tomorrow at 10:30 for the community read, How to Be an Anti-Racist. That's been a 5-part series, and the 4th discussion is tomorrow. We also have a third Thursday Hoover Presidential Library program, and this month it happens to be about Laura Ingalls Wilder. We have a winter weather program coming up in November for adults. The National Novel Writing Month activities continue throughout this month, so anybody who aspires to write or is currently writing is welcome to join. And then in December, we have some make and take kits for adults that will be available. We subscribed to a new database called Creative Bug that has maker and craft tutorial videos. And so adults will be able to register for one of our kits. And then in the kit, it tells them how to access Creative Bug. And they'll watch the tutorial and make their creation with all of the materials in the bag. So we're doing make and takes for adults as well.
Great, that's fantastic. I know that my artistic skills are pretty limited, but it still sounds like a lot of fun. So how can the public stay updated about library services and learn more about activities and programs?
Obviously, check our webpage, which is cedarfallslibrary.org. Give us a call at our main number, which is 273-8643. And we also publish our events on our Facebook page.
Oh, great. I really appreciate you both stopping by today to talk about the library services. So we're very grateful for everything you're doing for our community.
Thank you. We're looking forward to being open again for browsing as soon as we're back in the orange moderate risk zone.
Okay, and again, the public can stay updated on your website.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you very much, Cedar Falls, for joining us today. Cedar Falls is a great place to live, work, and play, and we look forward to continuing to find new ways to offer programs and services to our citizens during this challenging time. Thank you again to Kelly and Rebecca for joining us on Currents Up Close. We look forward to seeing you again next time, Cedar Falls.